Problem 14 asks which problem situation matches the equation below. The equation is x plus 24 equals 80. And then it asks us to write an equation to match the other three problem situations. So let's read the first one. And we'll try to write an equation for each one, and then we'll just select the answer choice that matches this equation up top. Ms. Hirsch bought 24 books at the bookstore to put in the library. When she counted all of the books in her library, she had 80. What is X, the number of books Ms. Hirsch had in her collection before she went to the bookstore? So she started with some number of books, X, and then she bought 24 books, so that's 24 added to the number of books she had originally. And then after that happened, she had 80 books, so equals 80. So the very first one matches the equation, which would make me a little suspicious, so we'll make sure we don't get that same equation on one of these other ones. If we do, then we'll go back and double check our work. On B it says, Hannah has $80 in her bank, so something equals 80. She then deposited $24. No, I take back what I said before. She had $80 in her bank. She then deposited the $24 she earned babysitting. What is X, the total amount of money in her bank account after the deposit? So she had 80, and then she deposited. So depositing money into her account is adding money. So plus 24 equals X. X would be the total amount after the deposit. And that does not match this equation. But we needed to write the equation to answer the complete question here. Okay, on C, Mark has 80 ounces of punch. He has 24 cups to fill with the punch. What is X, the number of ounces of punch Mark will put into each cup? So there are two ways to write this. You have 80 ounces divided by 24 cups. That will give you X. Or you could say 24 cups times X ounces per cup would equal 80 ounces. Either one of these equations would be good, but neither one of them matches the equation we started with. Okay, Josh has 24 books of pictures. Each book contains 80 pictures. What is X, the total number of pictures in all 24 books? So 24 books times 80 pictures per book would give you the total, which is X. So we were right. Answer choice A is the correct answer. Okay, on 15 it says, on the coordinate planes below, graph the following relationships and label your axes. Number of quarts per gallon. So we'll put gallons on the x-axis. We'll graph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gallons. And then on the y-axis, we'll label that quarts. And so for 1 gallon, we would have 4 quarts. I can make the scale of the axis anything I want. So if you put it up here, that wouldn't be wrong, but you can't fit in as much data that way. For 2 gallons, we would have 2 times 4, or 8 quarts. For 3 gallons, we would have 12 quarts. 4 gallons, 16, and 5 gallons, 20. And the relationship would be linear, which requires you to draw a straight line, which I sometimes have trouble with, but there it is. Okay, and the next one's a scale model where 1/2 inch represents 1 foot. So let's put inches here and feet here. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. So 1/2 inch would represent 1 foot. 1 inch would be 2 feet. 1 1/2 inches would be 3 feet. 2 inches would give you 4 feet. And 2 1/2 inches would be 5 feet. Another linear relationship. Okay, we'll pick up the review with problem 16 on the next video.